Hello, people. It's me, Alyssa. So today I decided I'm gonna do some embarrassing stories that have happened to me in my lifetime, although I'm not very old. I still have some pretty embarrassing stories. Okay, so I'm gonna start with number one. Um, okay, so it was actually this last year's school. I was swimming at the end of the year. We go swimming, and to we went to the beach. We went to the. If you guys don't know what this is, we went to the sandbar in Vermont. And we were swimming and everything, and it was like freezing cold water. It was like ice water, and yeah, it was like ice water. And then like I was with some of my friends, and me and my friend were in a fight tent, so I was hanging out with some of my other friends, and I was swimming, and there's two stories that come to this day. Around that day, and the first story was I was swimming, and the first thing was to get used to the water was up to my stomach, and the stomach's always the worst part of swimming. So I was running across, I was running into the water. I went for a dive down, and the week before I went swimming, I went because it was a new year, and I didn't get a bathing suit. Was big because I've gotten a lot taller, and it was a little small. So I went to the store at Old Navy, and I went and got a new bathing suit, but it was too big in the cup area. So I went underwater, and my entire bathing suit top just flew off, and I'm in water. There's boys around me, and like people around me. I'm so embarrassed. So I had to find it and quickly put it back on. And like two boys saw me, and then like my friends were all like huddling around me trying to help. And oh my god, that was like so embarrassing. And then what was the other story I was gonna say? Oh yeah, and then I was swimming behind water, and this kid that was like 3 grades older than me, he was swimming and he went out and he was walking. He turned around, and it was like foggy water because the water's not exactly clean. I was swimming and I landed right into him, like right in his crotch. My head was right there, and he like closed his legs, so my head was stuck there. I was facing up, and he was standing up. Oh my god! I get up, I'm like, help me! It was so bad. And then that's it for that day. And then when I was about 5, me and my little sister Chastity were 5 years apart exactly. So I was about 5, and no, maybe I was 6, and she was about 1. And she was about, I don't know, she was really young. She was somewhere between a year and a year and a half, like a half a year to a year old. And I was somewhere between 5 and a half, 6. And she was downstairs. We were living, me, my father, and my sister Chastity were all living with his wife, his other wife Sabrina. We were all living at a close friend of his, Mike's house, which is best friends. We were living down in his basement, and I thought it would be. I used to always climb in my sister's crib, and I'd sleep in there with her if she woke up in the middle of the night, because I sleep on the couch because I only go down on weekends, and the rest of the week I was with my mom, and I'd sleep on the couch, and then when she wake up, I'd go lay in bed with her in her crib, and it was really hard to get in and out of. I got yelled at in the morning for sleeping in it, but I they told me they left me downstairs and went upstairs to go get Chess some food and a bottle, and she was in her thing, and she started crying. So I thought it'd be fun to lay out a roll of pillows and pick her up. And then I decided to pick her up, and I dropped her on her head. Thank God there was pillows there, but I dropped my little sister on her head. And to this day, we still make fun of her, and they make fun of me for dropping her on her head, saying, "Oh, that's why you're so messed up." Ah, yeah. And then, okay, and then this is a normal thing you'll hear out of a kid that's at school or something. That this is something you'll hear a lot out of kids at schools. I was at school and I had my tray, and this kid that doesn't like me, we're enemies for a definite. His name was Michael. He walked by me and purposely nudged me. I had my tray in my hand. It was soup day. I was wearing a white shirt and a nice pair of jeans, and we did that. He bumped me, and I just flipped my tray. So like my tray's like this, and then I flipped it, and it went like this, and all over me, and the kid I like was there. Oh my god, it was so bad. And then I was also at the Chinese restaurant one day, and I was out with a friend of mine, and he's a boy, but he's like my best friend. His name's Colton, and we were like, I don't know, we were hanging out or whatever. We went up to get lunch, and we got some tray, and it was a Chinese restaurant or something, and they have their tray, so you could order what you want. They had a very small selection. They had the row, and then the tray would slide here, and you get what you wanted. At the end, they'd hand it to you. And he stood it, and I've never been there before, so I thought I'd just grab the tray, and there wasn't meat on it. And I started walking. It was full, packed in the food court in the mall. And I walked over to our table, and I had me and Colton's plate, and sorry, hiccups. Walked over, and I hear, "Ma'am, ma'am, ma'am." So I look behind me. I'm like, "Yeah," because he was talking to me. He's like, "Oh, ma'am." Everyone's looking at me and him. And I walk over. I'm like, "What? Why are you yelling?" He's like, "You forgot your meat." I'm just like, "Oh, well, I'm sorry. I didn't know." And he just dumps it on. Everyone's staring at me. Oh, that was pretty embarrassing too. And then I was out with my mom one day. We were out with my mom, and I had my best friend Leah and Kylie with me, and we were walking, and my friend Leah decided to scream. So it scared me because I didn't know who screamed or whatever, and there was like a big bang. I didn't know, until this day we still don't know what the big bang was. But I heard ah, and then I heard a big bang, and then I heard ah. So I dropped to the floor in the parking garage. I dropped to the floor, and I screamed as loud as I could. And my friend Leah and Kylie were just staring at me, laughing on the ground. And there was people in the mall that all looked at me I don't know the Big Bang still wanders my day today. But I laid on the floor, and I was just like tears from my eyes because I got scared. I thought it was a gunshot or something, and my friend, and I was just really scared. So yeah, that was all my embarrassing moments. If you guys liked it, please like, comment, and subscribe. That'd be awesome. And yeah, maybe I'll post more someday. Thanks. Zayn from One Direction. Lovely, right? And then you open my phone and you see One Direction. Just amazing. Alright, peace, guys. Peace, guys. Peace, guys.